Right, so yesterday I took apart this OS Max 30 VG engine and had a little look at the liner and had a look at the piston and the rest of it. That is in progress, so that is now waiting upon various parts, of which I'll keep a surprise. So we'll put that over there for now. But the other engine that needs a little bit of attention has more compression than that one did, but still needs attention. I don't really know why. There's nitro literally everywhere. Look, I reckon it was leaking from somewhere. Holy moly, it's literally everywhere. I hadn't even noticed that before. Anyway, let's take this one apart, see what the inside of this one looks like, and try and work out why this one has little to no compression. And if I can find the relevant parts, I will buy them to rebuild it. Should be able to get them, hopefully for not too much money. Right, now I've got to try and find a tripod. Right, so here we go. This, in case you hadn't realised, is a LRP Z18, you can't see that, Z18S Pro, alright? I don't know how old it is. I don't know a lot about it really. It came on a Smartech something or another, which I purchased of a lovely chap called Bo over there in the Netherlands. He's got a YouTube channel. I don't think he really puts, well, he does put some on there, I think, but actually, to be honest, I don't really know what videos he's got on his channel. I ain't looked on there. So, but I talked to him a lot on Instagram. Very nice chap. Sent me a car in the past. I've sold him some things, and he sold me that Smartech. And this engine was on it, and I took it off, and I decided I wanted to put it on the Carnage. So I did, and that's when we realised the compression was low. So let's take it apart and see what the deal is. Well, that is not the right one. There it is. Let's take the head off first. I can't remember if I've already had this head off or not. I may have already had this head off. I might have done. I can't remember whether I took it off or not, to be honest. Oh, I think I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yes, God knows where the oh, there's the shim over there. I remember now. I took the head off. I took the head off? What? I took the head off. And I took a shim out, didn't I? Yes, trying to raise the compression slightly. Which it did. It did. We had more compression on cold, from cold. But then it still lost its compression as it warmed up. Yes, I remember. I remember. The 5th of November. Right, there's the button. That's the head and the button. So here is, yeah, it wasn't sealing around here, obviously. There's a lot of remnants around there. So without that shim, it obviously wasn't sealing very well at all. Right then, let's get this pull start off. And then we can take the back plate, the rest of the back plate off. Bloody hell, not that one. And then we can get the old piston out and try and work out exactly why we haven't got any compression. I'm just looking around. I think I've got a... Oh, there it is. It's got, I'm looking for a box. It's got part of a strimmer head in it. I'm just looking for another little tub. I've got that tub there. I'm just looking for another little tub. Look, I'm going to put this engine in that tub. So I want to obviously keep all the parts together because I intend fully on rebuilding both of these engines. I do. A little spoiler alert. I'll give you a little spoiler alert now. The OS, the 30 VG, I spent some of today phoning around various people, various contacts that I have acquired over the years, and had some luck, but not a lot until, my friends, I phoned up one specific. A spider just crawled up my leg, believe it or not. A specific organisation. Bloody spiders. Piss off. Right. You know when there's a spider crawling up your leg because you feel them go up your toes first. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, I phoned up one specific organisation. And they were able to get me exactly what I need at a price no one else was able to do. So, and it come from Switzerland. Genuine parts. So there's a spoiler. There is a spoiler. So the OS engine will be underway relatively soon. Hopefully within the next few weeks we'll have a video rebuilding that OS Max 30 VG. And I'll have to stick it in a Savage because I think the Savage is the only thing that I've got that will be able to take it, to be honest. So let's put that in there. Right. There's a little bit of rust in there, but nothing too major, I wouldn't say. I mean, you lot know me. I mean, I'm not bothered about the state of an engine. As long as it runs, it can have as much rust inside it as it wants, you know. That looks fairly reasonable to me. I've got no reason to doubt that. I can't fit my thumb in this one. The other one I put my thumb in it and got it out, didn't I? Can't do it with this one. So I might have to use another method. Right, so I haven't done it yet, so I don't know if it's actually going to work, but I'm fairly confident it will. This is a little trick that I do sometimes. I wasn't going to show you. I know you're thinking, well, what's the point of making a video if you're not going to show us? But I was just going to do it, but I thought, no, I'll show you, lot. So, a little trick that I do sometimes, and there's probably better ways and proper tools and stuff, but look, I grew up without any money to go to any shop, so you just make do with what you've got. So this is obviously the liner still in there. I get a bit of paper, stuff it down the exhaust port from the inside, right? Stuff it down in there from the inside. You see it in there, and now you see the little piston going up. You rotate it, right? Oh, I've got to stuff it in. Hold on. So you got to stuff it right in there, right in there, right? And then when you do the piston, you can see the liner is going to start to come up. Can you see that? Is it focusing? Come on, focus. Right, see the liner, ready? There it goes. Liner's coming up. Now we can go the other way. Get the tissue out. Like that, tissue's out. And now we should be able to get the liner the rest of the way. Might need to give it a little bit of persuasion. It's probably been in there a very long time. There we go. There we go. One liner. It's not major, is it? On the inside. There's a little bit of dirt in there. Don't forget there's a bit of dirt in there. A little bit of toilet paper. Toilet paper dust. Let's get that piston. Let's get that piston out. So there is some play on that bearing. It's on the gudgeon pin actually, but it's not huge. I mean, I would run that. I know a lot of you probably wouldn't, but I would run that. That would be fine. Yeah, I would run that. So really, I can't see anything wrong with it. Same as the other one, but it don't take a lot. It really don't take a lot. It's not majorly scored in any way. But don't forget, this one did have compression, and this one does run, or did run. The other one had literally no compression, not one bit. Excuse me. Yeah, the 30VG literally had no compression whatsoever. But this one has compression, but only when it's cold. Let's see if the piston will go through this liner. Yeah, see? Unlike the other one, this one definitely is no good. It's extremely worn. Could try to repinch it. It's probably stuck in there now. There we go. If you remember, the VG, that one wouldn't go all the way through. In fact, I'll get it now and I'll show you. This is the OS, the OS Max 30 VG. Now this one, those of you will remember this from the other day, or yesterday in my case, but it goes up to there. If I really push on it, that is literally as far as it goes. It won't go any more than that. That's your compression stroke. It just won't go. I can push it and push it. And I think it'd go a little bit more than that really, wouldn't you? But it won't. That's it. That's as far as it goes. But this one, which is weird, because this one didn't run. There was no compression whatsoever. But this 18 engine, it runs. It runs nicely, in fact, when it's cold. It's only when it gets really hot, it loses all of its compression and just dies and won't run anymore. But that goes all the way up through there, look. Just goes to show you that it's not all about the pinch. But it is all about the focus, so hurry up. Thank you very much. Anyway, that's enough of that. Oh, it's a bit stuck in there again now. That's it. Right, so let's take that out of there. Yeah, so the rest of it looks alright. I've got no issues with the rest of it. I think what I'll do with this one, there is a little bit of movement on that crank, in and out, but nothing. You call that float. You got float. Well, that's what I've always called it. Anyway, I'm assuming it's the same for Nitro. I mean, bloody hell, I've never bothered. I just call it the same for all engines. Float, crank float. That is the forward and backwards movement from there to there on the bearing. And this has got very minute movement. You can just feel it. But the rest of it's quite smooth. A little bit of rust in there, but nothing to worry about. Right, I think I've just lost loads of footage there. This camera's at it, and it'll be recording, and all of a sudden it will stop. It will say buffer overload or whatever it says, and then it has to sit there for ages recovering. And I can't use a touch screen because it doesn't work. And then I lose a lot of the footage that I filmed, and I can't look back to see what I filmed because I can't use a touchscreen. So I don't know what you've seen, but I was talking about how the float on this crank it has got some. It's quite a bit there, but it's nothing that I'm going to worry about. And the rest of it looks fine. Bit of rust on the crank, but everything's fine. The bearings feel smooth. No imperfections that I can see. So I'm simply not going to bother trying to repinch this. I don't think. I might do for fun, but I think I am going to go on, not now, but maybe in the next couple of weeks, going to go and get a piston and liner for it, and we'll stick a new piston and a new liner in this engine, and then we'll have a perfectly good running S18 engine. which I'll probably put in the Carnage again and have it in there permanently, and we'll run that. The jury's out, you know. Do you think, in your opinion, in your own opinion, you've got the normal Force 18 engine which comes in the Carnages, or this LRP engine, this 18? Both the same size, both 18s. What do you think would be better in your own opinion? I mean, I reckon I'd rather have this one in there. But then again, the other one is a Force, and Force have got a good name and a good reputation, so that's that. But there you go. Stripped down, mostly, of an S18 engine. It's all going to be in this little tub now. I'll put that in there. Like that. That's the pull start. That's a good pull start. I found that in the toolbox. That's the back thing. Oh, yeah. Sorry, a bit tired. Been very busy. And there's the piston and the liner. Anyway, that's going to stay in there. I'll put the lid on this one. The other one ain't got a lid. Otherwise I'll put the lid on that as well. Put the lid on that. If you're interested in seeing this OS Max engine, 30 VG, get rebuilt. This was sent to me all the way from Tennessee by none other than the crazy dad Nitro. Go and have a look at his YouTube channel. And yeah, there's a lot of dirt and debris in the bottom of this box. But he sent it to me, so I said, right, I'll get it running. And once I do that, it'll go in a Savage. If you want to see that be rebuilt, stick around, think about subscribing. If you become a channel member, you get to see all the videos before everybody else. You get early access to videos, and when I remember to, you will get shout outs. And also, you get first dibs and early access to any Nitro cars or anything that I sell. So rather, before I advertise it on the internet, I'll put it on the members only page, and you'll get first dibs and a discount as well. You'll get a lower price that I'll be asking for, rather than, or I'll be more open to offers from channel members, and than if it was just on eBay, for example. So thanks for watching, thanks for being here. I'll catch you on the next one. Look after each other, treat everybody equally, and we're all the same after all. And I'll see you on the next one. All the best.